Good day, my loves. Okay, it seems like there's another message that I need to give because I was posting the two videos that I just recorded, and a thought popped into my head, which I wasn't even thinking about it, wasn't on my radar. But so, spiritually savage here. Mm. Y'all, I ain't even brushed my teeth yet. I made my bed though. Anywho, so, and this is in reference to the two blackout videos. Because during that time, and I'm going back 3 months ago or 2 months ago, depending on when I recorded them, the emotional state that I was in and the feeling that I was in was like, okay, if you watch any other the 319 or so videos, you'll see where I felt that way before. So it wasn't nothing new. But what was new was that I thought I had healed. I think in one of my other videos, I was like, I healed y'all, I healed y'all. But then when that happened and that emotion came up, it was like, why am I feeling this way? I thought I healed from this. I know who they are. I know why things happen the way they happen. This is what my mind is saying, right? My mind is like, okay, we understand, overstand, and understand. You know, we hold people accountable for their words and their actions towards us now, right there on the spot. Okay, um, we don't have any grudges, and we are very protective of our energy now. So it's like, okay, well, why am I having this emotional outpouring of a situation that I've been through before, I too many times, and that I know why it happens. And it was because there were still some wounds there. And as I purged, cried, and got it out, wrote about it, recorded, I was healing myself. So when it happened again that weekend, it was like, okay. And that's when I saw the growth. But I was really under the impression that I was healed. But those was rose-colored glasses that I hadn't taken off myself, because it would be delusional. I'm going to say that. I'm going to call myself delusional. It would be so delusional of me to think that after 40 something years of being programmed and conditioned to a certain extent, and being raised by narcissists and being with the narcissist and black magic, that in 2 years, 3 years, because I became aware of the spiritual side, I became aware of my own power, I became aware of who I am in the spirit world, that, and I still fully don't understand. I'm learning. I understand, but I'm learning how to understand, right? That I could heal it, heal that trauma, all that trauma, all that gaslighting, all that gang stalking, and 20 years of black magic where it was just like coming at me, blow after blow after blow after blow. I'm talking about job loss, money loss. And my houses weren't losses because I made decisions. So it's crazy, y'all. It's so crazy. Don't worry. I got something for y'all in regards to that, more in depth, so you can see if it resonates with you in your life. Because if it does, baby, then you are literally under a spell, a narcissistic spider's web. But anywho, I forgot what I was saying. Because that narcissistic spider's web. Listen, y'all. Okay. It was delusional. It was kind of crazy of me to think that I can heal all that has happened in 2, 3 years. And so instead of me saying that I am healed, as if I've come to the finish line, this is a healing journey. This is a healing journey. So right now, that was a trigger for me. Those two blackout videos were triggers. And it triggered that feeling of abandonment. But I am in my own power. But the crazy part about it, y'all, that's how I know black magic exists, because I've always been that way. I've always been that way. I love my alone time. I love my spending my time alone. And so it's crazy when those abandonment issues come up, and they come up in the craziest times when you're like you're like, why do I feel abandoned and I don't even want to go? Or why do I feel abandoned when they do this all the time? Like, it's crazy. It's because it's not the current situation. It's what happened that caused the trauma in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? It's not what they're currently doing to you. It's what the first time it was done to you, and it caused that initial trauma. So anything after that, if that first initial trauma wasn't healed, and 9 times out of 10 it wasn't, because it occurred when we was kids. That's how the system is set up. That's how the matrix is set up. They get you, they get you, they get you, they get you. If that first initial trauma was not healed, anytime after that, you will feel that abandonment, that feeling of abandonment, as if it had just happened that first time. And because a lot of trauma happens when we were children, when we become adults, we don't recognize our behaviors as traumatic responses. We don't recognize it because we don't even understand. We didn't even know we were traumatized. Like, because the ones that we remember are the ones that were very traumatic. Like when my dad was killed, that was very traumatic. I'll never forget that. But I never remember my mama not wanting to pick me up and not hugging me. You know, I didn't remember that. But my body remembered it. The cells in my body remembered it. My heart remembered it. Because as children, our first line of defense is our parents. And so when you grow up in a traumatic household, that sense of security is not given to you. So as a child, you do your best, and however your body makeup is at the time, you do your best to self-soothe yourself however it comes out. And because no one explained that to you as a kid, and no one, you didn't know, you really don't remember being a baby. So you can't go back and be like, oh, I got to heal this trauma from that. So that was an example of a childhood trauma manifesting itself in my adult life. And so when I posted those videos and I was listening to myself, I was like, wow. Because I had forgotten about those videos a lot. That's why I watched the ones. I watched them so I can remember what I was feeling and what I was going through at the time. And that was like 2-3 months ago. So grow. But I was under the impression, y'all, that I was healed. But those 2 blackout videos showed me, no, baby girl, you not healed. You still got healing to do. I still have healing to do. And I'm okay with that. Because I am safe and sound and I'm not bound. So I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people in my situation would be like, how are you okay? Like, how are you like okay? Like, you don't have a car, you don't have a job, you don't have a boo. Like, how are you okay? Because I have my mind. I have my mind. I have my autonomy. And I'm still fighting. I'm still dealing with food issues and stuff. So, and I'm okay with that too, because that's part of the process. It makes me stronger. It makes me stronger. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Namaste, Ashe, Mazel Tov.